what you saw as absolutely groundbreaking successes over the past 10 years. So when we talk about harnessing the successes of the UN decade, what stands out for each of you in your own personal experience in your country or your organization? I'm going to go straight down the panel. So let me move on to Minister Gadkari. In 2019, India passed a major revision to its Motor Vehicle Act after a consultation process that involved multiple sectors and regions across your country. So perhaps you can talk a bit about the preconditions for that success, as well as other successes that you found particularly groundbreaking over these 10 years.
Actually, in our country, the road safety is related with the concurrent list. The state government and central government both are empowered for that. But now the success story is, with the consultation of the state government, we succeeded to pass this new Road Safety Act in the Parliament. The act is based on 4 E's: enforcement, engineering, emergency, and education. As far as we are the 11% of the deaths in road accident in the world, 11% deaths are in India. We are the highest manufacturer, number 1 in the world for two-wheeler manufacturing. Our even commercial vehicle and the car, also the manufacture is very big. At the same time, we now first time identify the black spots. And we are making special provision for improvement of black spots on different roads. There are national highways, state highways, district highways, and city roads. And our priority is now to identify the black spots and improvement of black spots. The road engineering is very important. At the same time, with the help of NGOs and educational institutions, we are creating awareness in the mind of the people. And the most important thing is related with the enforcement. Because of new act, now it is easy for us to implement the law. And I'm confident in due course of time, definitely we will save the life of the people in the country. We are very sensitive. We have the highest priority for this agenda, and we are trying our level best to achieve that goal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. And I think those 4 E's are a great way to sum up also a safe systems approach, particularly if we put that engineering right at the beginning. So I'll come back to Minister Gadkari now and speak to whichever challenges and roadblocks you wish. But one thing that would especially interest me is precisely for such a large federal country as India, where are there challenges in coordination, for example, between national and local level, state level, and so on? So if you would also address that briefly.
Because of new Motor Vehicle Act, now it is easy for us to have a cooperation from the state government. And already the state government is now implementing that. But at the same time, we need cooperation from the stakeholders, particularly the people by and large. Because the enforcement of law is very important, and it is with the state government. And now there is awareness in the mind of the people because of the new act. People are cooperating. The most important thing is now in the majority cities, we start intelligent traffic system and total e-governance in the system. Now the training for drivers is very important. Actually, issue of driving license was a big problem in our country. Now we have already formulated a scheme for that. And also we have planned a scheme where we have already started 22 driving training centers. The idea is to open 1,000 driving training centers. At the same time, the road engineering was main fault. And now we are improving the black spots. And now the number of black spots not only on national highway, but we are improving the black spot on state highway and the city roads. Actually, this is very important. The faults which are related with the road engineering, that was one of the basic reason. And the most important thing is, as far as the increase of number of vehicle in the country is very high. So now we are making 22 green express highways, axis control, by which we need to diversify the traffic. So the lot of things which are awareness is good. We are trying our level best to enforcement of law. At the same time, the NGOs, educational institutions, they are also cooperating. We have just taken a decision that we have a lot of a big network of road network in our country. We are now involving engineering colleges for identifying the black spots on the roads for districts. And we appointed a committee under the member of parliament in every district where the district collector is the secretary for that to identify the black spots and improve the black spots. So these are the lot of things are now implementing in the country and awareness is increased. And I'm confident that by all these measures, in due course of time, we will achieve to save the life of the people.
Thank you very much. What kind of future vision do we have? What would we like to be our legacy to the future generations? What transport system would we want to leave to them? I'm going to ask you in a way to just briefly tell us your vision. Thank you very much. Minister Gadkari.
Actually, last 10 years, it was really a very challenging thing for the country. It is very unfortunate that we are trying our level best, but we are not achieving our goal. Now we identify the problems. We need to change our giving priority for public transport. We have to make more highways. At the same time, we need to educate the people and enforcement of law. Fortunately, we are trying our level best, and I am confident that for this decade, 100% we will get good cooperation from all stakeholders. We are identifying the blank spots. Road engineering and rural engineering is equally important. As far as that rural engineering, we are already taken a lot of decisions related to the road safety. But regarding the road engineering, we need to do too much things, and we have already identified the problems. We are planning for make it as early as possible. We have to save at any cost life of the people. And by doing all these important decisions which we are taking on the basis of that, I am very much confident. It is a very difficult task, but the government is very sensitive, result oriented, time bound, and in due course of time we will save the life of the people. It is really very important for the country. We are losing 2% of GDP. 11% of the deaths in road accident in the world, out of which 11% in our country. Population is increased, number of vehicles is increased, challenges are big. But with strong political will and positive attitude and sensitive approach for this issue, I am confident that for this decade we will save the life of the people and we will improve the things. Thank you.
Thank you very much.